Hello, friends. How you doing? I hope you're having a good day, a great day, enjoying whatever weather you have, whether it's sunny, whether it's hot, whether it's mild, whether it's raining. They're all good days because we're still here. I just wanted to, in some of my previous videos, I introduced my little dog, Charlie. He's a sweetheart. He's a little rescue dog that I rescued back in 2020 because he needed a home and I needed companionship, like I said. But Charlie has not been my only dog. And so I wanted to let you know about Benji. Benji is a little dog that we lived together for 13 years before he got sick. I actually got Benji from a family, and he was about 6-7 weeks old. So Benji pretty much only knew me as he grew, and we became good friends and partners and companions to each other. Benji was a Bichon Frise, and he was full-blooded, a Bichon Frise, and he was a sweetheart. Now, Benji was a little bit different. You know, dogs have different personalities. Benji was a little bit different from the dog I currently have, Charlie. Because I actually got Benji when he was very small and he had never experienced the world. He was always trying to get out, run in the neighborhood. If you left a little crack in the door, he would find his way out. I would be running after him. The grandkids would be running after him because we were afraid he was going to get lost or get hurt. He would run all over the place. I would be so upset. And so I told the kids, don't leave a crack in the door because Benji will find his way out and he'll run all in the neighborhood. I remember one time he got out when my grandkids were here and it was raining and cold that day. And they said, Grandma, Benji got out. And I just went to running in the neighborhood after him. It was raining. I was soaking wet. And the closer I got, the more he teased me and ran. When I finally got him, I'm like, oh, you one of those dogs that have always had it easy. You don't know what the real world is like. And so you're running in the neighborhood, you have me running after you, and now I'm out of breath and soaking wet. But that's how Benji was. Benji wanted to explore the world because he came from the home where I got him to me, and he had just never been out in the world, never really experienced a lot of stuff. Alongside of me walking him, he interacted with other dogs in the neighborhood. So it was exciting to him, and any little bitty crack in the door that he saw, he was gone. I had many times that I was afraid because he did that. That's one of the reasons I put that fence up at my front yard also. Like I said, Benji and I came together in 2007. My husband passed in 2006. And he feels so much of a void. Not completely, because nobody can feel that. And we both know that. We all know that. But he feels, let me put it another word, a need. He feels a need in me from being alone for the first time in years. He fulfilled that need. And he and I became good friends. Like I say, we were together 13 years, and then he got sick. And he passed in my arms at the vet's office. I was not ready for that. I just didn't want to let him go. But he was gone. And so now Charlie is a rescue dog. He has ran the streets. The shelter that I got him from even told me they believe Charlie is a grandfather. Now, we didn't know how old Charlie was, estimated maybe around maybe 4 or 5. He's been with me 5 years now, so he should maybe be around 9 or 10. And I can tell he's getting a little bit older, like we do. We have habits as we get older. And so, but now Charlie won't run. Charlie said, look, I've been in the streets. I know what the streets are about. Because when they found Charlie, he and a pack of dogs had been running loose for about 2 months. And he was matted, dirty, and hungry. So, I don't really know Charlie's history. But when I first got Charlie, he was very afraid. He was very fidgety. He didn't want me to leave his sight. Whenever I left the house to go to the store, he would have a fit because he thought I was not coming back. I believe that's what it was. He thought he was being abandoned and I was not coming back. Now, that took about a good year for that to settle down. For Charlie to understand, I love you, I'm here for you, I'm not going to abandon you, and we're going to face this together. We're going to walk life together. So it took about a good year for him to become confident. So, he can't talk and tell me what kind of background he had. And so we just leave that alone. We went forward from when I first got Charlie. Charlie is a sweet dog. Like I say, Charlie been in the streets. Charlie said, I ain't going back in them streets. I know what's in them streets. There's nothing in them streets for me. And so Charlie won't run. I'll open the door, open the garage. Benji used to be gone like that. Charlie will just sit there and look at me like, so? I ain't going. I'll sit right here until you take the garbage out. Because I know what's out there. Mama, it ain't nothing out there for me. That's the difference in Benji and Charlie. When Benji first passed, it hurt so bad I said I'd never get another pet. I just didn't want to go through that again. But then after a few years, maybe 2 years, 3 years after Benji passed, I met Charlie and I changed my mind. I had given away everything, toys, everything, because I said, I'm not going to go through this again. I will never. So I pretty much had to go buy everything, bowls, toys, crate, because I had given away that because I had said I just was never going to get another pet. But I'm glad I did. I'm glad Charlie came into my life. Charlie has been a real blessing to me. There are times I feel as if when I talk to him, he understands me and I understand him. There are times when I'm a little bit stressed or maybe going through things. He knows. He may not know the problem, but he knows. I could tell by his body reaction, by the way he comes to me. He puts his paw on me. Benji was more of a lap dog. He wanted to sit in my lap all the time and wanted to play with me. Charlie will do those things, but he's more independent. I believe that came from him being on the street for so long and have to fend for himself. So he's a little bit different. He can be more independent when Benji was more clingy. But I just wanted to show you Benji. He was a beautiful dog. I loved him so much. But now I have Charlie. Charlie does not replace Benji. Charlie just adds more love in my life. But I'll never forget Benji. How could I? He was my baby. We were together 13 years. And I loved him. And I still love him. And I still miss him. And so, it's something about pets that we have, whether it's a cat, a dog, a bird, a frog, a bird, whatever. We get attached to them. We just get attached to them. And there's something about dogs and cats. They don't care how you look. They don't care if you're tall, short. They don't care if your hair's sticking on your head. They don't care if you're ugly. They don't care. They don't care what you have on. They don't care. They just love you. And that's love unconditional. Pets love you unconditionally. I wish there was more love like this in the world, because if it was, it would be a better world. Loving unconditionally. Dogs have the trademark on that. They really do. And so I just wanted to share this with you. At the vet, they gave me this little plaque with his paw on it and his name. Now, when they first gave it to me, I couldn't stand to look at it. I put it away. But you know what? Time heals so much. God in time. And so now I can look at it. I can touch his little paw prints that he put on there. And I know he's all right. And I'm all right. And Charlie and I had a new beginning, and we're all right. So I just want to encourage you guys that have lost pets, regardless if they're dogs, cats, birds, frogs, they mean a lot to you. I understand. Because I've had birds. I've had a cat. His name was Bud. Bud died, oh man, Bud died years ago. And I just wanted to say I understand. I am a pet lover too. And I love pets. And I just don't understand how anybody could hurt a pet. I love them. And Charlie is sitting now under the swing. I tried to get him to come in and sit here with me as I talked about Benji, but he wouldn't have it. This is his time under the swing on the front porch in the shade, watching the birds. He'll jump up and bark every now and then, and I go to the door. I think it's somebody coming. It's only a bird. I have a lot of beautiful hummingbirds that come, and you know, he said, hey, this is my territory. I'm not sharing this with anybody. This belongs to me. So you get away. And so he'll bark, bark, bark. So I'm going to say so long on this video. I hope you enjoy it. I just wanted to share this with you about Benji. I wanted to do a remembrance of Benji, because he'll always be in my heart. Always in my heart. Absent, but in my heart. So look, I love you guys. Have a good day and be blessed. Bye.